It was Christmas Eve, and the entire city was covered with snow. Couples walked hand in hand, families carried gifts, and lights sparkled on every street. But for Ethan, the night felt heavier than the winter air. Ethan was a poor single dad. He worked long shifts at a packaging warehouse, and in the evenings he cleaned offices just to make enough money to take care of his daughter, Mia. She was 9 years old, full of life, but she had asthma, and medical bills had taken everything from Ethan. Tonight, for the first time in years, Ethan was going on a blind date. His coworker had set it up. Just go, his friend had insisted. You deserve one evening that's about you. Ethan didn't want to leave Mia, but she had pushed him. Dad, it's Christmas Eve. Maybe you'll meet someone nice. Those words had stayed with him. He didn't own fancy clothes. He had only one decent white shirt and a worn black coat. But he tried to look presentable and left Mia with a trusted neighbor. The date was at an elegant rooftop restaurant he had never been to. The kind of place rich people visited, not someone like him. When the bus arrived late and the snow made the roads slow, Ethan already knew he was running behind. Still, he kept going, hoping the woman he was supposed to meet wouldn't leave. At the restaurant, a woman sat alone near the window. Her name was Clara Williams, the youngest CEO of a major tech company. She wore a soft beige sweater under a long coat, her hair falling gently over her shoulders. She looked delicate yet powerful, elegant yet lonely. She waited, checking her watch every few minutes. She had agreed to this blind date only because her assistant insisted she needed a break. Clara had everything money could buy, except warmth, companionship, someone to speak to without filters or formalities. Ethan finally reached the restaurant, out of breath, snow melting on his coat. People turned to look at him, some judging, some amused. He lowered his eyes and walked toward the table where Clara sat. "Are you, Clara?" he asked in a low, nervous voice. Clara looked up, surprised at his honesty, the cold on his face, and the apology in his eyes. "Yes," she said softly. "You must be Ethan. I'm really sorry for being late. The bus, and I didn't want to make you wait." Clara closed the menu and shook her head gently. "I waited because I wanted to. It's Christmas Eve. Sometimes the best things take time." Ethan sat down, trying not to look uncomfortable. He knew she was from another world. Everything about her, her posture, her calm confidence, her quiet smile, reminded him of the gap between them. But she didn't judge him. Not even once. "So," she said, "tell me about yourself." Ethan thought for a moment and decided to be honest. "I don't have much. I work 2 jobs. I live in a very small apartment. And I have a daughter. Mia. She's my entire world." Clara's face softened. "That's beautiful. I love children." Ethan looked confused. You're not bothered that I'm a single dad?" Clara almost smiled. "If anything, it tells me you know how to love deeply." That one line made Ethan's heartbeat slow down. Their conversation grew easier. Clara laughed at his simple jokes, and Ethan found himself smiling more than he expected. There was something calming about her. Something warm. Something real. But just when he began to relax, his phone vibrated. A message. "Mia's having trouble breathing. She's asking for you." All the color drained from Ethan's face. He stood quickly. "I'm sorry. I have to go. I didn't want to leave like this." Clara stood too. "Let me come with you." Ethan shook his head. "No. My place. It's not like this restaurant. It's small. Old. You don't have to." Clara gently interrupted him. "I want to come. No one should handle something like this alone." They rushed outside, took a taxi, and headed toward the older part of the city. Clara looked outside the window, seeing a world she had never stepped into. Narrow roads, dim streetlights, small homes packed together. But she wasn't uncomfortable. She was worried about Mia. When they arrived, Ethan ran up the stairs. Mia opened the door, coughing and breathing fast. "Dad." Ethan picked her up immediately. "It's okay, sweetheart. I'm here." Clara stepped inside quietly, taking in the tiny, humble apartment. Old furniture, a small heater, a little Christmas tree decorated with paper stars Mia had cut herself. It was nothing like her penthouse, yet it felt more like a home than any place she had been in years. "Mia," Clara whispered gently, "can I sit with you?" Mia nodded, holding Clara's hand without hesitation. Ethan tried giving Mia her inhaler, but her breathing didn't settle. Clara quickly pulled out her phone. "I know a pediatric specialist. She lives close. I'll call her." Within 15 minutes, the doctor arrived, because Clara had called personally. After treatment, Mia finally calmed down and fell asleep on the couch. Ethan stood by the window, eyes wet. "Thank you. I don't know how to repay you." Clara walked over slowly. "You don't have to repay kindness, Ethan. Sometimes people just need someone to show up." He looked at her, surprised by her sincerity. "You're nothing like I expected." Clara smiled faintly. "Neither are you." Mia stirred in her sleep, whispering, "Dad, don't be alone tonight." Clara watched the moment quietly. Ethan looked at her and sighed. "I'm sorry you saw all this. My world isn't beautiful." Clara stepped closer. "Ethan, your world has love. Mine doesn't. Do you know how rare that is?" He didn't know what to say. Clara reached for her coat. "I should go. But, can I ask you something?" Ethan nodded slowly. "Would you meet me again?" She asked softly. "Not as a CEO and a worker. Just as two people, who met on Christmas Eve." Ethan hesitated. "Clara, you belong to a world of success and luxury. And I." She gently touched his hand. "Ethan, I'm tired of that world. I just want something real. Something honest." She walked toward the door, opened it, snow blowing in behind her. "If you feel the same, meet me tomorrow. 6 o'clock, same restaurant." She said nothing else and left. The entire night Ethan couldn't stop thinking about her. Mia woke up and whispered, "Dad, she's nice. You should go." "Do you think she'd want someone like me?" he asked. Mia smiled sleepily. She stayed. That means something. The next evening, Ethan stood outside the restaurant again, nervous and uncertain. He almost turned back twice, but then the door opened. Clara stepped outside, wearing a simple sweater and jeans. No flashy look, no CEO aura. Just a woman, who had waited. "You came," she said softly. "I wasn't sure if I should," Ethan admitted. Clara took a step closer. "Well, some people are worth risking a little fear for." Snowflakes landed on her hair as she reached out and took his hand. "Let's start with a walk." "Just a walk." Ethan nodded. They walked through the snowy streets, talking, laughing, sharing quiet moments. And somewhere between those steps, something gentle and unexpected began. Not a fairy tale, not a dream, just two people, hurt, lonely, hopeful, meeting each other exactly when they needed someone the most. And maybe, just maybe, the next Christmas wouldn't find either of them alone.